Luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxury show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York, what show? Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello punters. Hello, it's Archie Luxury. How are you people today? How are you today? It's Saturday, it's Friday night in America, Saturday morning in Oz. And hey guys, yeah, I just the end of a week. It's Friday in America, hey? I gotta tell you, I'm sitting here doing the show. I'm looking at some Breguet there. Look at that. That's some look at that. That's my special pieces there, hey? Very cute. Very lovely pieces. So yeah, they're cool. Cool pieces. Love them to death. I love the Breguets. I love them all. They're all beautiful. You know, I got to tell you something, guys. It's funny how I you know, it's been a little bit tumultuous. I sold off. I had some beautiful pieces. I loved that collection. Don't get me wrong, guys. If I had the money and the time again, I don't regret having that beautiful collection. I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. That was a beautiful, 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 beautiful collection. I really did love them. However, you know, in life, you can't always keep everything. I had some, you know, the business has changed a lot. And what would I get now? I tell you, you know, I got a few pieces for sale. So let me tell you, let's just wrap up what happened this week. This week, it was really good. I've really consolidated some debt, get rid of some debts. Oh, we got Mark Goldberg. How's the world's greatest dog trainer?
Well, I am well. So you'll have to excuse my absence and dock my pay. I've had out-of-town company, so things were a little nutsy around here, but glad to be back.
Hey, it's fantastic to have you back. I really have missed you. I'm just saying, this week, my collection, I was just looking down at, look at these. These are my gold pieces.
Yes.
Three Breguets and a paddock.
Your precious is precious.
Yeah, and I've got to tell you, I sold this guy. So the 4 pieces, I sold a few pieces off, Marky.
Mm-hmm.
You know this, right?
Well, I know that you were.
You know, I sold them off.
That you were trying to rehome the fuck. What was the Italian one?
Let me just. You know the silly thing is, Marky. I kind of think the pieces I sold off, that would have been a perfect collection in itself. Look at that.
Did you sell the Pam?
Pam is listed for sale. It has not sold yet. No.
Yeah, this is a good collection there.
But
gold, two-tone, and a couple.
Look at that. You've got a diver, a GMT, a chronograph, and a gold fuck-off watch.
Yeah,
haven't
and then
you?
you got precious metal, mixed metal, and 2 steel stunners. Mm-hmm. Look at that. The Pam could be a challenge, but then again, there's probably not so many of them for sale in Australia. So I'm sure someone will.
Look, I've put it on Marketplace. We'll see what happens.
The dealers don't.
Oh, guess what else I sold, Marky?
Hold on, let me think. Oh, pens. Did you sell all the pens?
No. We're talking watches.
Okay.
You never believe what I sold.
The Seiko.
Actually, I reneged on the Seiko. I pulled out of a deal on the Seiko, okay?
Decided to keep it?
The guy, look, it cost me 1,100 Aussie, okay? That's what I paid for the fucking thing.
Okay, about 800 US.
And I foolishly agreed to sell it for 850, and I thought about it and thought, what the hell am I doing selling? Just
keep it.
I thought, nah, I backed out. I said, sorry, changed my mind.
Yeah.
It's not for sale at that price.
Yeah.
And what I did was, Marky.
What you did?
What I did was,
what did you?
I actually, let me tell you this, Marky.
Yeah, tell me. I'm waiting. We're all waiting. 85 of us are waiting.
Yeah. What I did was, I just thought about it and thought, you know, what the fuck am I doing selling this off? I backed out. What I did sell, I backed out of the deal. I said, look, sorry, I don't want to, because he was a flip, you know. What I did sell, let me show you what I did sell, was the IWC pilot watch. Look at that.
Yes.
That was a beautiful watch. I sold it to a fan, a viewer.
Nice piece.
And just a beautiful IWC at fucking bargain money. But I was really happy it's gone. I'm actually, Marky.
Yes. Tell me.
I'm thinking of adding, I think I may have cut too deep. I want to add a Rolex back into the fold.
Well, let's talk about which one. But first, real quick.
But sometimes it's like pruning trees. You know, when you're doing gardening, you got a heavy prune, then you something great. You know what I mean? You think about what do you?
You know what? I'd like to talk about a heavy prune right now, a very heavy prune that I'd like to bring onto this show. Who's giving me a hard time in the comments? So give me 1 second. I'm going to get the mug, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk all about the heavy prune. The next piece. I mean, this man is about to mock you for being Rolex-less. So you're going to have to fix that.
Sure.
Oh, here, little muggy. I keep the Clyde mug.
We're going to get him on. He's coming on.
I keep the Clyde mug in a special humidity controlled temperature.
But you can't wash it in the dishwasher. If you put it in the dishwasher,
no, because what would happen is his little face would come off. Let's add Mikey in, and but real quick.
I heard there was talk of prunes and stuff.
hey,
Yes,
Mikey, Mike, hit the mic, Mikey.
Yes.
There you go, Clyde. See,
Oh, thank you.
Clyde's little face. Now I shall send him the link, which completes the summoning process.
Mike, it's fixed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking Mike. God damn it.
Well, on the bright side, you're not receiving a phone call yet. So, give it a couple of minutes. All right, I invoke the power of the mug. I don't know. I got to be very careful. I get a little nervous when I handle it with only one hand. There's the back of the mug. Look at me holding it one-handed. This is dangerous stuff. Because
drop it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If this thing breaks, it's over, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's why I keep it in bubble wrap. Humidity and temperature controlled.
Probably
Now,
bubble wrap.
how do you feel about being on a show with a Rolex less, Archie? How do you feel about this?
I remember when I first drove across the country and I accidentally got off in East St. Louis for
You
gas.
accidentally got off?
No, I accidentally departed off I-70 onto East St. Louis.
Nice neighborhood.
Oh, yes. Now, even then, that wasn't as slumming it as much as I am right now.
I see. Well, it'll all be fixed soon because Archie is planning on acquiring a Rolex because you just can't take it, right, Archie? You just can't take.
Oh, I think you can take it. I think you can take it, Mark, and I think you will help.
Archie, tell us about your plans.
Oh,
as soon as
God.
you're done drinking your juice.
Juice?
Leave us alone.
Prune juice.
There's enough trouble going on over there, guys.
I wouldn't call him
Yeah.
pruny.
Yeah. Okay. I tell you honestly, I just got someone who's texted me regarding the PAM. Would you accept a part exchange?
Archie,
What
even looks like your hair.
Did you have in mind? What did you?
What the hell's up with you? It looks like your hair is trying to escape this live stream.
Be nice, Clyde. You're not. Your camera isn't on.
No, it's not, because someone has to have some brains.
Apparently, it's not me or Mike either. Mike.
Work.
Hold on with the hair lip. Mark.
Hair lip. Would I?
Wait, did you pour it? Did you pour it?
I did not. I
think you poured it.
Of course, I didn't. I'm showing it off.
Throw that mug.
I'm showing it off. This mug will live forever. The punters don't know, but Clyde has offered a substantial reward to Satan's Kitten to find it and break it. But
The hammer.
No,
with extreme prejudice.
It's locked up and it requires my fingerprint to open the safe. So hopefully he doesn't cut my finger off in the middle of the night.
Good, but I'll tell them it's there's another print they can use. By the way, there's a super chat.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Clyde. Look at Clyde calling out the super chats.
Super chat. Super chat. Loco Fabio 13, $8. Picked up a Black Bay 54 Blue Lagoon and looks beautiful.
It's not.
That's
Fabio.
the new. The only.
It's brand new. I mean, it's only like 2 days old.
The only problem is he would have had to have paid
Yes, he will have paid retail.
Well, you always do that when it first comes out, because you don't want to wait 6 to 18 months.
Correct.
Fabio. It's Loco Fabio. Doesn't that intrigue you now, Mark?
It's a little creepy the way you say that, Clyde, but I do approve.
Fabio.
Well, we should take a look at that. We should get it up when you get a moment.
No, that's right.
You know, let's see. Let's have a look at.
No,
Archie.
that's right. Just continue looking down disinterestedly.
I'm pulling it up now. I've got it here already on the teleprompter.
You see there?
Here we go.
The teleprompter. Now, okay, by the way, this is not, it looks like a steel bezel in this picture. Why they've used a fucktard video, picture, I don't know. It's a black gloss bezel. It is not steel. It's just the lighting angle in this picture.
You're asking Archie why he used a fucktard picture.
Yeah, well, it's also bad on their website.
Let's stop and examine that question for a second, shall we?
Sure. Let's go ahead. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you for
You're welcome.
that. Yeah, appreciate it. Anyway, it's a black shiny bezel, which makes it look way better than what it looks like in this picture. But it's still freaking small. I mean, I bought Clyde's. I wear it sparingly.
No, actually, I bought it for you. I said, hey, they've got this down.
That's true.
Thank you.
You were the first owner, Clyde.
I haven't even had on my wrist.
Technically, whose bill of sale was it? Whose name is on?
I've only touched it with my. Never mind.
He loves to argue this, Clyde. Anyway, there was no sticker gate on that watch,
But
it's a bit small.
Now Jeremy Kearney also has a super chat.
We're going to get to that as soon as we wake up.
Also,
opinion.
not to be confused with Jeremy Baramy.
So Bateman is saying it is just polished reflective steel. Weird, because I saw a picture where it looked really black, so now I'm confused. But okay.
Polished. It's polished reflective steel.
Archie, have you got any statement you'd like to make about this watch, or are you busy?
Yeah, I'm just making a message. I'm just wanting to swap an Oris for my Pam. I said, okay, I'll take the Oris.
$2,000, $3,000.
And 7,000. And I said to him, Oris isn't really desirable. It's fucking garbage.
Garbage. All right, the boys are all telling me it's not black.
Hannibal Lecter. As long as the sense be yappin', Pluto be fappin'.
So
let's have a look here. We've got another super chat in here. Jeremy Kearney.
We have.
Not to be confused with Jeremy Baramy.
Here we go. £2.50. €2.50. AC3. Pick a watch. Pick a 3 watch roll of 3 Grand Seiko GMTs from today.
Why would you want 3 Grand Seiko GMTs? Jeez. How many do they make?
Also, where am I bringing up references to The Good Place? Simply because ultimately, if you've watched the series,
it was a good show.
The Good Place ended up being the bad place.
Ted Danson.
And we're in hell.
Exactly.
So that makes perfect sense.
What show is that?
The Good Place.
Oh, okay.
Starring Ted Danson.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
As one of the Devil's
1 minute.
All righty. As one of the Devil's
minions.
Who turns out
yes. And the guy in charge here has horns. So I mean, come on. How much clearer does it have to fucking be?
And who are you? Are you the Ted Danson character?
I am kind of a silver fox.
I don't know.
You are a silver fox.
Prove it. All right, hold on. Clyde's going to turn on his camera, everybody. Go ahead, Clyde. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, fine.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that fap.
The chubby little fingers there. They're doing well.
That was the fap zone.
We can see he's eating well from the cellulite in the little. We can pick up. That tells us all we need to know. He's eating well. There we go. He's content, Mark.
He is.
Except for I'm on here.
I think I saw fap calluses.
Horns.
Yeah, I was offered a swap, but I can tell you that's not going to work out.
Breguet.
Oh, you're getting off the Breguet now. Nice.
Thank you.
I see. Okay, well, what about it? Are we going to pick three GMTs from the Grand Seiko line?
Now, someone's asked me to give HR a wrench. Do we give HR a wrench? Would you trust that guy?
I mean,
never trust HR.
Yeah, HR is not your friend.
No.
I mean, for
Okay,
God's
we'll give
sakes.
him a wrench. Here we
Narc-
go. Just
Narc
for the
has
sake of
one.
it.
There are no standards. Narc has a wrench.
Done. HR department has a
HR.
wrench.
Yay.
I was going to show you. I've got some. Okay, so let's pick a few okay, for starters, you want to pick a watch. By the way, can I tell you something? You know, the other day I had the Goyard watch roll on the screen. Remember the green one?
Yeah. Costs too much money. They're expensive.
The green one.
Too
Yes.
slow.
Anyhow,
Old man too
that
slow.
was 4,000 Aussie. But guess what? I actually checked with Goyard.
Goyard.
They are only 3,000 Aussie. So the guy's basically selling it on Fleabay. He's buying it from Goyard and adding 30% to it. Why would you do that?
No,
Is that
that's very common.
business model? Because Goyard is so, you know what I mean?
Very common on eBay. People do that all the time. You
Yes.
can find a lot of watches even above retail. Used
Yes.
watches above that are not Rolex, just micro bands where people just don't really know the value. And they can't be bothered to look it up.
There's a Fendi watch roll. Let's go for a Fendi. I got to tell you, there's some really cool watch rolls. I don't mind. This here is the Wolf. The Wolf roll. I think the Wolf for the bucks, the bang per buck, you really can't go past that Wolf roll, can you?
Aren't you supposed to be picking the watches, not the roll?
Now, you know what my son has, don't you? No, he said
Picking of horns?
pick a three
A bad
watch
father?
roll of three. Okay,
Oh, that's fair.
but also
You missed an opportunity, Clyde.
I did.
they also had the Wolf
Terminal sensitive.
Japanese.
How much says what?
Look at they had a Japanese one, you know, with the flag. There's the right land of the right. That's the one my son's. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? And I got that on a discount from Joma Shop. Okay. Now let's pick the Grand Seikos. You know what I would pick? It's very, very easy to pick the 3 Grand Seikos. I can do this in minutes. Okay, so for starters, we want this one here, which is the quartz. We want the classic with the Tiffany hand, and we want a dive one. Look at this, 3 genres. Okay, look at this. This here is just beautiful. Okay, so this here is all. This is a dive GMT. This one here, look at that, very classic dress watch GMT.
So, okay, why would you need
the
a
other phone?
dive GMT? I mean, it's just like, how long are you underwater to need a dive GMT?
In case you cross time zones, Clyde, what if you swim across a time zone? Because, I mean, if you swim across a time zone, you're going to be tempted underwater to unscrew the crown, to adjust the time, and that would be bad. So they're really saving, you know, movements, saving lives and saving.
This is the other one I want, is the quartz one. This is the quartz one, you see?
Right.
Everybody should have a quartz watch or 3.
The quartz, I think this. Well, but I mean, in that genre, Seiko is such a big. Look at the detail on the hands here.
You've got a mystery discount. Surprise, it's herpes. Sorry, hornies.
Look at that. This is the quartz one. I think that's fucking gorgeous. Quartz, classic,
No spring
and
drive,
diver.
huh? No spring drive, huh?
Now, Ken Fresno
This is the
says,
spring drive. The diver. This one's a spring drive.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mikey. That's a
Okay.
spring drive. There you go. 3 beautiful.
Ken Ken Fresno says it's the Craig Ship watch. So Archie, you want the quartz GMT because you'd want to know precisely what time it is when you sit down in the kitchen and Chris Hansen walks up to you.
Okay, guys, I've done some research for the show today. Let me just bring something up for you.
So vicious, Clyde. So vinyl and nasty. I love you so much. Oh, wait, did you say you did research? You did show preparation? Is that what I heard?
There's a super chat.
We'll get there. Archie, did you say you did show preparation?
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
No,
What's up, people?
Irwin.
Correct, I did.
Irwin,
Well,
Archie did show
Hey, Irwin.
Irwin,
What's
how are
up?
you, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Now the unofficial rule.
Black Cat 997, $5.
Super chat.
So we are admitting that Grand Seiko quartz models are not. Oh, definitely Grand Seiko, because they are such a heavy player in the quartz development.
Chris Hansen is holding out for.
I knew which one was going to be cracking you up. I knew exactly. I knew which
By
one.
the way, I think there's an official rule we can only have one lawyer on the live stream. So
Wow.
No.
bye.
No.
You have not been
Oh, yes,
dismissed.
yes.
You stay.
Neither
You
of you has
stay.
been dismissed. Court is in session. Sit down, counselor.
Yeah,
It's
man.
only if you're in the same jurisdiction, Clive.
Oh wait, I'm in a different jurisdiction from Mark. Therefore, the mug has no hold.
Really? Since when?
Yeah.
You stay.
Wait.
Clive.
That's not how I read the law.
Mikey read law. Mikey read. Your
Well,
book.
that's because you were squinting
I
really.
got something to show you.
I was wearing my readers.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Archie.
Show us what you
Okay,
got.
I want to show you. I got a couple of things to show you. We've got Muhammad Ali, £5. The best Grand Seiko is my one. All right, listen to this. The best Grand Seiko is my one. And he's talking about the Elegance collection mechanical high beat 36,000 GMT. Let's bring this one up.
SBGJ 273.
I'm going to bring this up.
Bring this fucker up.
SB
GJ
GJ
273.
273. Here we go. Oh, the red.
Yes.
Fuck.
I like red.
Yes. Looks like these.
Maybe
Seiko
not that strong, but yeah, it's
Not so sure how much I like.
beautiful.
The
That's
rest.
actually, yeah, Jesus Christ. It takes a bit of getting used to, but yeah, I get it.
Super chat. Super chats.
Well, we're getting our way through this one. If you zoom in real close on that,
We
you'll
got
see it
Mr.
looks-
GMT, $5. Thoughts on the white Speedy on a black rubber strap and clasp? Very sexy to me. Oh, that is a fantastic watch, that.
Yep.
Archie, zero in real.
Why
real
wouldn't you
tight
go
on the
for that?
dial.
Hashtag white dials matter.
Zoom in on the dial of that GMT, and you'll
White
see
dial
it's not
privilege.
just red.
Hashtag black dials matter.
Okay, never mind. It's textured. It looks like wood grain.
We're going to put that on a strap. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Look at that. I think you want the racing strap with this little holes in it, don't you think?
Now, Mark, what would you
The
prefer?
racing.
Mark, let me ask a question for the log grader. Would you
Look at that.
prefer?
Here we go.
Would you prefer grainy wood or veiny wood?
I thought you were going to say something about little holes.
No.
Well, once again, a missed opportunity. Are you feeling okay, Clyde?
I'm on here. What do you think?
I guess you're not. I see and I understand.
I see.
You know, why can't you be more like Irwin? He's a lawyer, but he's not as argumentative as
He
you.
still has. Well, he'll learn that. He'll learn that so soon enough. Anyway.
He's not a bitter old queen yet. Is that
When
what
I
you-
grow up, I want to be like Clive, you know.
Oh no, don't.
Okay, you start making references to the horns like every chance you fucking get.
He's
Number
too
one.
mean.
Man, you guys make my.
I got to say, I think the racing strap is the way to go.
Mm.
And we've got Jeremy Coney, €2.50. Watch chat. Please pick your favorite 3 Grand Seiko sports watches.
Ooh. My 3 favorite sport watches.
Now, okay. Now, Tripp and
Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko. Well, I do have a GMT sport watch, which is kind of like a limited edition. It's which I think that's one of my favorites.
Mr. GMT joining us.
Because
How's
of
it
the
going,
color.
gentlemen?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, what's
Nice.
up? So one
Good.
of them is the SBGE 267,
Mr. Sexy himself.
Yep.
and that's for a GMT piece. And the dive watch, I will probably go for SBGE
So that was those
291.
SBG. You going? What is it?
SBGE 267.
Okie dokie. That's it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, let me point
Okay.
something out. Trip and Skip is saying, funny how Mark and Clyde do nothing but argue over who wants to be here less. Yet here they are. You Trip and Skip, you could not be more wrong. We argue over who wants to be here more. Mark, you want to be here more.
Yes, that's why I summon you.
All right, thank
you know, as punishment, because you fist me in the comments. I'm like, all right, you may as well fist me in my face. But what really happens is you come on here, you leave me alone, and you fist Archie, which feels a little better to me. Fuckface.
That actually kind of makes sense now I think about it.
I know, right? Twisted. It's, you know, Archie versus Logic.
Yeah, for a dive watch, I like the SBGH 291. So we've got.
Hannibal Lecter says we've been flogging this routine for years now. True it is. We've been
Okay, let's get this one. Which one is that? Which one is that? Sorry.
SBGH 291.
SBGH 291.
And
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
Oh, Hannibal. If only it was egos. If only it was egos too. If only.
I mean, just to complete the whole segment, right? A GMT, a dive, and maybe a quartz. Of course, the SBGP 015.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are probably my 3.
SBG.
SBGP 015.
SBGP.
015.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. A diver, a GMT, and a quartz.
Well, guys, horologically, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that Grand Seiko and Omega have been working on a new diver together. The bad news is that the reference number is 3 paragraphs long.
Do share.
Now, I don't have time to share the reference number. That's more reading than even a lawyer wants to do.
What's the reference number on the Larique, and what is the what's happening with the Larique trade and value? Any sold lately, Clydesy? You did very well on yours.
Do you guys see the recent release?
Oops, what happened?
The recent release with
I
videos and
I
brightening.
upgraded my computer to the latest round of Apple Intelligence, and it kicked me the fuck off here. It's really intelligent.
So what I was asking if any Lariques have sold lately.
Yeah, actually.
What are they going for these days? Have they come back?
I don't know. I've not really. I'm still like emeritus basically, but I'm not really involved with it actively because, you know, the first group of people really annoyed me too much. This last group, there's so many Swiss on there that, oh my God,
Yeah, but I mean, I'm wondering if the original Larique one. You know,
oh, they're gone for about 26 or 27.
well, that's good. Then they're holding that.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, did anyone read this by Chris, the super chat? Chris Chang?
Super chat. Chris Chang.
$5. What should I add next? I have a GMT 116710LN, Datejust 41 mint green, and he's got a Seamaster Professional 300 grey dial and Grand Seiko SBGH267.
The only one I don't know is that Grand Seiko, which one that is.
He needs a Breguet.
Actually, I was going to say that.
Oh, God.
Archie will ask you to add a Breguet.
You need a Breguet because right now you're still pre-gay. But
I would say, seriously, what would you need? You got a GMT. You've got a GMT. What's the LN? The LN is that's the Batgirl. Batman.
Lunette Noir. It's the black. It's the original.
The black.
The old faithful.
Black. We've got
espresso.
a Datejust mint.
Black.
We've got a speed. You know what? It's time to get on the wild side. We need to get a chronograph. We got a chronograph there? We don't.
You're right. And you don't have an annual calendar as well.
Wow. That's a big leap from this into an
Look,
annual.
I reckon what we do is, I'd probably say, you know what I reckon we should get? As much as I want to say get a Breguet,
You want to
I would say get the fucking Speedmaster,
Get
the
it.
white dial.
Type 20. Type 20. There you go.
He's already got an Omega.
He's got a Type 20.
Yeah, he's got an Amiga, so let's mix it up a little bit. Try consider.
Okay, now that we've got two lawyers on the screen, I want to bring up an article. I want to get your legal opinion on an article, if that's okay.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Let's do it.
Here we go. This is from The Independent.
Clive is ready.
Japanese man arrested after dating more than 35 women at once to get birthday gifts.
How do you get arrested for that?
How many women have done that to us guys? He's quite a good, cute sort of looking guy.
I thought that was one of the women.
Takashi
You were hoping it's one.
Migayama,
Ladyboy.
Japanese man accused of dating 35 women at the same time to get hundreds of pounds worth of birthday gifts. He was 39, allegedly gave different dates for his birthday to each of his potential partners after claiming he wanted a serious relationship.
He should have faked cancer.
He
It's
is
much
said
more
to have
lucrative.
received cards and presents totaling 100,000. So that's roughly, it's $1,000. It's not that much, including a
100,000 yen.
£200 suit. The woman eventually realized his scam and formed a victims association before going to the police.
How much did he scam?
It's $1,000. It wasn't that much.
No, but in yen, because I think you translated it.
Theoretically, I mean, gaining money or funds by fraud, but I don't know. I think that's
There's a precedent on this matter, on this kind of scam, and it's on Netflix.
Look at this. One woman told MBS News that he kissed her on the second date. She added, I told him, I don't want to do that unless you are someone who wants to get married and really be with me in the future. He responded, I'm serious. I'm going to be with you for the rest of my life.
what lips did he kiss her on, for fuck's sake?
So how does that, in America, what would happen there, Clivers?
You get an award.
Yep.
Irwin, in your country, Malaysia?
Oh,
Well, I
Get
don't know,
flogged.
seriously. I
Erwin.
don't think, yes.
what is the difference between mono and herpes?
You tell me.
Herpes is forever.
You get mono when you snatch a kiss.
and you get herpes when you.
Got it.
You know what? Clyde's a cunning linguist.
We got a comment, member chat, member pasta, member for 8 months. Clive's jokes are like a fart that won't come out.
Irwin, did you see what I?
And pasta,
did you see what
pasta,
see what
and I insist, and while the entire time I'm pressing the door closed button and holding it.
Irwin, do you see what I did there with cunning linguist? Did you
Yes.
appreciate that? All right.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
did.
I felt like it deserved a chuckle, a chortle. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, Archie, this article, I mean, there's a precedent on Netflix
It was a cunning,
called Tinder Swindler.
it was a cunning stunt.
The Tinder swindler.
Yeah, but he took. But this guy, okay, I saw the Tinder swindler is different because he defrauded hundreds of thousands. This guy took a lousy $1,000 US.
How do you know that? How many yen was it? I think that you converted.
Now it was. I'll show you because let's go and have a look. It said he swindled 100,000 yen. So basically, take 2 zeros off.
Yeah, but
$10,000.
the scale is probably different. This is probably a smaller scale, but the concept is the same, right? You're basically taking advantage of women using love and affection to do so.
I mean, how is
And
that?
the women feel cheated. That's it. It's the same concept.
Probably the only date they've ever had, and if they got off for like $10 each, they got off cheap.
It's not like you're going to another country and trying to convince women that you're divorced when you're really not. That's actually something else.
That's actually what? Sorry, say that again.
That's something else entirely. That would be like a caning right there.
I see.
But you see, there's no. I mean, not as we. I don't think in Malaysia there's
think that
no
was a Dr.
laws
Wang
on this
reference.
that says that it's wrong. But morally, of course, it's a different issue. But legally, I don't think there's anything that says that's prohibited.
Yeah, there's no charges to be.
How many women have done the same thing, Buzz?
No, they go out a step further. They marry you before extracting maximum
Right.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So if
Okay,
it's a
Irwin,
man
I've got another article for you. I did some research. I've got something else to show you, Irwin.
Yo, go ahead. If it's a man, then it's a scam. If it's a woman, then it's an option.
For lot number one, we're coming up to the anniversary of Breguet, so
250th.
yeah, exactly. We have from the original family, one of the nicest empires.
Ooh.
Yeah, we sold a really nice the sister watch to this in March.
It has that caliber that everyone's like,
It's called a Breguet Empire. Have you heard of this, Irwin?
No, I've not heard of this.
No.
But
I like the Breguet hands.
obsessed with the Peugeot
The Peugeot movement, yeah.
260.
So,
that's very nice.
we just recently had one in Hong Kong as well, sell very well. So I thought that would be a good one to bring out. It's in beautiful condition, like you can see the dial, but you can still see the numbers on the case back.
Yeah, and these are incredibly hard to find. Revered caliber that everybody's looking for, but the jumbo size one, because we've sold a few of the smaller size ones. I don't think we've ever had one of the larger size ones, and every time I've tried to buy one, it's gone like higher.
Yeah.
Lot is 77, and the estimate is what?
40 to 80.
48. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable.
So we had one in Hong Kong a month ago, same estimate.
What do you guys think of that?
What do you fuckers think of that?
Okay. You know what I'm going to say, right?
Say it.
So yeah. Don't
No,
say
sorry.
Well, you must admit that. I mean, seriously, Irwin,
It's
Yeah.
basically
that's sort of like.
it's a Dufour simplicity. That's what it is. It's like Dufour. But and again, it shows classics are always classics. Now, if they would have taken in simple in Breguet, I mean, Dufour just basically Philippe Dufour took this and just simplified it further, boiled it down to its essence, took out the tracks, made the dial uniform. But basically just Breguet hands, the right size, the right size, Roman numerals, just a complete And that's why I can't understand. It's like, okay, hey, watch companies, why don't more of you dumb fuckers do this? Jesus Christ, there's your roadmap. How fucking stupid are you guys?
Super chat. Oh wait, the rancher's on a roll. Go
We
ahead.
got a super chat. Louis Andelda, $5. I received a Tag Heuer Carrera glass box as a gift. It's a nice chronograph and gets lots of compliments. Is Tag Heuer still toxic? I don't think it's toxic.
Wait, do you
I
know
think
Tag
Tag Heuer is a brand that it's kind of an entry. It's like a watch that gets you started in the hobby. This is actually an interesting
Yes.
model they're talking about here.
Yes. But and again, it's just simple. I mean, just the classics. What Dufour did is he basically took the Breguet and he boiled it down even further. And he got it to where if he subtracted anything or added anything to it, it would have ruined the design. This one, it could be boiled down further, literally. Period. Jesus. Right proportions, the right everything. Except I would have liked the blue Breguet hands instead of the gold.
Let's just bring up the glass box.
Yeah, have a look at the glass box. But I think the proportions is awesome on that Breguet.
Off a little bit. It's not. They're close, but no cigar, or maybe a cigarillo. Hey, Mike.
Mike.
The question I've got for you.
You're not in a diabetic coma.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Although I should check my sugar. No, I've just been chilling here with my microphone off. That's all.
Chilling like a bill.
The correct.
Boiled down like heroin on a spoon. Orological heroin, yes.
No, we're all good.
The glass box.
Right. Once you see the face in that dial, you can't unsee it.
Purple.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Grapeful.
It's a song about Afghanistan.
Is it a toxic, Archie? Is it still toxic?
It's kind of nice looking.
I think it's still I think the Carrera. I like the Carreras. Again, I'd have to agree with Clive there. It's let's have a look at more of a traditional.
What's really cool with the glass box, they have one with a Volvo dial, I think.
With a what? Volvo down?
Yeah, Volvo dial. Dial.
Oh, okay.
Volvo. It says Volvo, the car company. You know,
Yeah.
middle class. Cliver's middle class.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had a couple of 240s back in the day as an Eris.
GLs or DLs?
DL, I believe. Both automatic or both standards. Actually, yeah. She knew my ex knew how to handle a stick.
Hockey stick.
I'm glad Irwin caught it.
Yeah.
Archie, I just sent you a song. If you have the opportunity, you can play it.
Guys, I'll be back.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, Clyde, you haven't been dismissed.
No. You haven't seen the mug in a little bit, so.
Yeah, but
You're coming back, yeah, Clive. You're
may
coming
take a very
back.
brief break, but only
You're coming
for
back,
potty.
yeah.
God damn it.
Clive stream.
Well, you guys want a live stream? What o'clock? I'm going to take the computer in to the other room and live stream.
I wanted some steel, but the 80s said no. Get the gold first, you'll be my home. Said I got money later.
I haven't heard that before. That's a new pop song, is it, Irwin?
It's all about Rolex.
It's about Rolex.
Yeah,
It's about Rolex. It's quite hilarious, actually.
What Rolex do you want to get?
So obviously, it has nothing to do with ArchieLuxury anymore.
He is talking about getting a Rolex. What Rolex?
Rolex got real cool all of a sudden. I really want to get several now.
What Rolex? Sorry, Mark, what do you say?
Well, Archie was talking before he came on. Archie was talking about wanting to get a Rolex back in the collection.
No.
In other words, he's tired of reducing debt. He'd like to increase debt for a couple minutes.
Hornets.
What are we looking at, Arch?
Take a breather.
I got to tell you something. These are pretty cool, but those vintage Breguets, what do you think, guys? I mean, seriously, can't you? I don't understand, Irwin. Seriously.
Irwin.
Got a Type 20. Breguet
I don't
Type
understand why. Wouldn't you just buy this? 7147, isn't that kind of like a modern version of that or not? No?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. I like the clean dial.
Rancher, can you see the cellulite?
Yes.
Really nice.
Okay. Proportions are off.
How's that?
Way too much dead space on that dial.
Why? It's pretty cool. It's clean. It's quirky.
It's quirky. It's absent. It's mostly empty, kind of like his head. There are no horns.
Rude.
It's like a halo.
Horn low.
Halo above Archie's head.
Horn low.
We chariot.
Is there even coin edging on it?
Yes, there is. Of course, there's coin edging.
Well, I want to make sure because it looks like there's nothing else except the fucking hands. But okay, well that's good.
Well,
at least you're meeting acceptable minimal standards.
How do you not know that there's coin edging?
You know, Irwin, Thomas Burnett is so happy to have his 7147. You know that. He swapped a Kermit for it. A Kermit.
Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
So Breguet over Rolex.
Clive, does your finger smell like Miss Piggy?
Yes.
Archie, what do you think of the American Seiko?
Oh, hey, Archie, look, it's a real collector.
I like it. I've always liked those.
Yep.
The American Seiko.
It's beautiful.
You make it.
CB, we got a super chat from CB, $5. My opinion, Tag Carrera is much better than Man on the Moon and also better than some Breguet chrono movement.
Bold statement.
What's he talking about now?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Why not? Take it on. Back. Be I think it's defense lawyer right now.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Well, then Breguet is pleading no low contender rate. I pulled out some out of my ass there. Just like that.
Archie, you saw the article I sent you?
Read it? I got it. Yes.
You like the story?
Yeah. Did you want me to mention it or not really?
No, it's okay. It's up to you. Yeah, it's fine. But I mean, do you like the story? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great story.
You mention it. You do mention it. Please do mention it.
Oh wait, I don't see a mug. I do not see a mug.
Oh, for God's sake, Clyde, the mug is right here. Listen. There is no requirement that the mug be on camera the entire time. If you're requiring proof of mug, it's right here.
All right.
A special mug.
He's a problem child, this one here.
Also, I love the Gomer Pyle hat, or is that?
Yes. Thank you.
Mark, don't hide behind your avatar. Show us your face, all right? No, not my face.
Well,
your face.
Here we go, guys. Let me show you this article I've been holding back. When I can on the screen.
It's about holding something. I'll be right back.
As long as we have permission.
Share screen.
As long as we have permission here.
Go ahead. Go on.
Share screen.
Here we go. This is an article. This is Irwin was in Tatler, Asia. Look at this. It's very
like-
cool to see
That's like your
how
glamour.
Irwin
your
here.
boudoir glamour pick.
Now, what I'm disappointed is, Irwin, why weren't you wearing the fucking Breguet?
I mean, that is a CFM photo.
You know, that's what disappoints me. And Irwin, 44, arrives at work and you don't dress that elegant on my show.
Well, naturally not.
It's a weekend.
Irwin, do you know what CFM means?
No, what is that? What does it
He's
mean?
got a
Like
Rolex
when a lady
State
wears
Just
her CFM
Wimbledon.
shoes, it's her come fuck me shoes, and that's your come fuck me outfit.
Now you've got your dad's. What is the Rolex? So you got your Rolex. This is the story.
Yeah.
His father, why he got his watch. Ever since I got married, I've always thought about giving my children the best. So your dad, the watch was purchased years ago, was intended to be his wedding gift. There you go. What a great story.
Why do you look like Roger Federer in this picture?
Well, no, because Roger Federer also has a Wimbledon. Because that's
yeah.
the one of the models there. And it goes on to say, you love your Rolex. That's great. Your father's principles of thrift and generosity. He lived simply and saved diligently. That's right.
Well, Archie, you know what, Archie? You might emulate that. What do you think? Being diligent, living modestly.
The Rolex was the first grown-up watch, and did you mention the Breguet anywhere, please?
No, I did not.
Maybe that's a bit
disappointing.
Disappointing.
But there you go. It was a Father's Day. It's a tribute to your father.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It is. It is a tribute to my
Which
dad.
one's your dad's watch? The 1601.
Yeah, that was his watch. Yeah.
The steel one.
Yeah, the steel one.
Is he alive still, your dad?
He is. He's still alive. It's yeah.
He wears this watch, or he gave that to you?
I gave him a Submariner, and in exchange he gave that to me.
Now, Irwin, can we get your father?
That's fantastic.
Irwin, can we get your father on the show to give some financial counseling to Archie? Would he be willing to appear?
I don't think so.
Special guest appearance.
There we go. Datejust as always. And you wear it on the other wrist. Why is that, Irwin?
Well, they want it on the picture. You know, it was more like the setting. I usually
How
wear it
were
on my
they?
left.
How were they? How did they find you, Irwin? How did they find you for this magazine?
I was Nick, Nick, watch nerd Nick. He was the one who actually, I think, suggested my name to them.
Ah, Watch Nerd Nick.
Yeah.
So cool, because that's a real posh magazine in Asia.
It is. I really appreciate it of them. Yeah. You're really
I mean, that's such a cool story, because normally, you know, this is a story you can show your grandkids in. Yeah, it's such a cool story. I hope you kept a few copies of this magazine.
Well, it's online anyway, so it can be found anytime.
But didn't you get the keep a couple magazines of it as well?
Well, it was only released like last night. I mean, at least the digital form. I'm not too sure if they're going to print it on the physical form. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, the life lessons, Archie. Save strictly. What was it again?
Live modestly, invest wisely. Basically anything that you want to do, Archie, go. And then you can be like Irwin's father.
Life lessons from my dad.
Right. Don't be impulsive. No impulse buy. How many expensive pens does your father own, Irwin?
Pens?
Pens.
None.
Well, there you have it. And if he was going to buy expensive pens, how many would he buy?
One, maybe.
There we go.
Or maybe none. I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would your father take a HELOC on his primary residence?
I don't think so.
Exactly. Thank you.
I don't think so. Yeah.
What's more important to your father? Stability, financial success, or luxury items?
I think stability it is. That's
There
probably
we
the
go.
most important. Okay.
Let this be a lesson to us all.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, I'm talking to the souls that can still be saved in this audience.
Nick, what super chat? Nick, don't do that. I doubt so.
No, that's a fantastic article, Irwin. Watch Nick Nerd, $10, 10 Malaysian ringgit. Fund for Irwin's dad to appear. Thank you.
I think we need him. We need the wisdom of the elders. I mean, they had to work really hard.
They did, yeah.
The
You know, my
boomer
dad is
generation-
78 and he just retired like this year.
Good God, what did he do for a living all those years?
Well, he was he was with the government, the enforcement
Customs.
That's right. Yeah, and then he went on into a construction company after he retired from there, and subsequently he was with the.
And he did
pesticide
pest
company.
control. He did pest control.
That's right.
Marky.
That's
Pest
right.
control.
Well,
Archie
would
remembers.
you be willing to host Irwin's father for a week or two?
Yes, yes, I'd
So
like
your
to.
termites problem.
Where will you put
Archie,
him up? In the garage at your dad's or at your house?
I will
Archie,
bloody give.
Archie, are you with your dad at your dad's place because of termites?
Yeah, something like that.
You all right, Mike?
Yep.
We heard you groan. And slam the door.
I got to tell you, Irwin,
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, that's fantastic to see you in that magazine.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a great thing. It was a really nice article. Man, it was nice. You know, my friend Raphael Young, he was in Tatler. He was a bit punsy. This at least is not cringeworthy. You know that? It's not cringeworthy.
Oh, thank you.
It was
Thank
quite
you.
a nice article.
Thanks to WatchNet Nick as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. That's a fantastic article, Irwin. I liked it because you got to remember too, my dad's actually got a date just. I actually
What, your dad has a Rolex? Why aren't we talking to him?
yeah, I owed him some money and I said he took the Rolex in exchange, which was it was a date just 16234, Irwin.
Oh, all right.
16234. He has used it and abused it, but you know what? I'd like to get that off him when he does pass because it's sort of he wore it and his dream is to have a gold one, and I said to him it would wear out because if the steel looks that bad, could you imagine what the gold is going to look like?
Clyde can give you some tips on how to get it off his wrist while rigor mortis is still a factor. Clyde knows how to do these things.
You got a super chat, Archie.
Clyde, does it involve olive oil and breaking the joint, right?
We got a super chat. Thank you so much there. We got a super chat. SR Bell, $2. Oriental guy, what's the going rate? Oh, let's not even read that. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Irwin, I got to say to you, man.
Yo.
I want to ask you, no, jokes aside, what do you think of the fact that I kept the 3 Breguets? I've got financial problems, and I said, right, the Breguets are not going. What did you think of that? Do you understand that decision or not?
I understand that decision. Yeah, I do.
You see,
So what do you have now? Then now you only have 3 Breguets. That's it.
No, I've got six watches. Okay, so I sold. What the important thing is this, Irwin. Let me tell you this. The important thing to me was to keep that.
Right.
I wanted to
Right.
keep the Breguets, you know.
Yep.
Because I really love them. I love them. I think they're just so cool. And I also wanted to keep the Patek. right?
Very heavy hitter. Yeah.
Heavy hitter. We got Aussie expat joins us.
Aussie.
Hey, gentlemen.
Look, I wanted to keep those. I wanted to keep my Breguets because the thing is, Irwin, I don't know what you think, but they're three very different Breguets. Like they're all in rose gold. You've got the Type 21, which is a chronograph sports. You got the Traditional. The funny thing is, you look at the limited edition ones they released, and they did the same thing. They got a chronograph Type 20, they got a Traditional, and they did the subscription one. You know, and you look at that. Isn't that what I've got here? The three key, without going to a perpetual calendar or a tourbillon, which obviously I would have loved to have
I
done
think that's
well,
a very complete collection there, Archie. I think that's a very complete collection there for Breguet. If you ask me,
Yeah,
and
just-
you've got three different genres over there, so I think it's a very nice collection.
Exactly. That's the way I see it there. Three really beautiful Breguets. And
So I can understand
I-
the mindset over there, and you have, of course, the Patek World Timer. So I think you have quite a heavy hitter. I mean, serious collection there, But how's the finance coming along? You know, is it better now? With what you
yeah,
have sold?
I sold four plus also I got rid of the IWC. Remember, I bought the IWC. I never really considered it part of my collection. I did some videos with it. It's gone.
Yeah.
I dropped that off this week. That's sold, the IWC. So I almost sold the Seiko, but I thought, fuck it. I was going to lose money on it. I thought, fuck, what am I doing? It's silly to lose money on it.
Wow.
Such a cool watch.
Yeah.
I thought, fuck that. Just keep it.
Well, as long as you're doing all right, for you then, yeah.
CB, $5. What dog was Archie in his previous life? I would have to say I was a collie. Mark, I was a collie. They're nasty. You know, from Lassie, they're very vicious.
they're the nicest dogs. You're out of your mind. No, let me think. What would you be? Oh, of course, duh. You'd be an Australian cattle dog. Of course you would. An Australian cattle dog.
Ozzy,
Sorry,
I
I'm
like
a little
your hair.
distracted. The kitten is wandering around looking very nice and in his birthday suit. So.
It's just a result of having the long shampoo and conditioner. It's like, what?
You've got another super chat.
Super chat.
We got another super chat. Mac Lobster, $2. Vacheron is traditional. Breguet makes tradition. Look, I tell you, you know, Irwin.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. After the burglary, when I was redoing the collection,
Yep.
I really liked how I had 4 Pateks. Remember, I had 4 Pateks. I had a World Time, I had an annual calendar, and 2 Calatravas.
Yep.
I actually was looking at another brand because Patek, I'll be honest with you, Patek's really expensive, and I've also done it before. So I was thinking, I want something different. And there's actually a couple other brands I could have. Exactly. There was actually a couple of brands I was considering.
Yeah.
It's sort of what came up. I didn't even imagine going Breguet, but it's just what came up at the time. I could have gone JLC and I could have gone Vacheron.
Right. Two very nice brands. Yep.
Like you think about Vacheron, I could have gone for that. I would have gone for that, you know, that retro day date. That's a really nice Vacheron. An overseas Gen 2 as a chronograph, and probably a Patrimony, you know, as a classic, right?
Yep.
if I went JLC, I had the master compressor in gold. I would have a reverso. I'd add a couple more, like maybe a, the master control.
Duomet.
I don't see a mug.
Well, they're a bit expensive, but you know what I mean. Like you can.
Yeah.
Is
I know what you
JLC
mean.
really luxury anymore? I heard that they don't finish their parts on the
Oh
underside.
no, JLC is definitely luxury. It's above Rolex, without a doubt. Wouldn't you say it's above Rolex, Irwin?
I would think so. Yeah. I mean,
But if they're cutting
No
corners,
question
are they
about it.
really?
Yeah.
It's
No,
it's
when you
above,
say
but they
cutting
cut
corners,
corners.
they're not. No, because they cut corners because in their brand name they've got Vacheron and they got Lange, so they've kind of had to choose. It's a black Cadillac. It's a black Buick, not a Cadillac. Does that make sense?
Mm.
We can't hear you, Mark.
He said super chat.
Super chat. We got CB, $5. Comb your hair. You look like you had a fight with your dad cat.
With your dad's cat. So I think what he meant to do there.
Cat.
Super chat. Oh, it's another nasty one.
Okay,
You
I'll
need
go
a cap.
comb my hair and
Damn.
Estelle,
You need a cap.
Yes.
Well, I think
I'll go and
JLC,
comb my hair. I'll be back.
even if JLC were to
I
cut
think they were
corners-
talking to me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was me. Like
I'll be right back too.
Could be.
No.
Everybody's leaving.
Yes.
Okay, well, Ozzy, what's
Yo.
going on? What's happening? What are you getting?
Yeah, what's
Show us
happening,
the watch.
Ozzy?
I want
Grab
that
the
new
watch.
Tudor. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, but how big is your wrist?
Very small. I got a
Hey, Austin, where you at? Where are you located?
Las Vegas.
All right, you may look. You may scratch around and see if I can find one.
No, I think I've got one lined up.
How big is the new Tudor?
The Blue Lagoon.
37.
37.
Yeah, 37.
37.
It's
Oh, okay.
54, which means it's 37.
Listen,
Yeah.
you're wearing a
Yeah, of course.
you're wearing an Explorer 2 right now, which is a
Yeah.
42 millimeter,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's the biggest watch I've got.
and you want to go for a 37.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wear my Explorer 36, which is 35 millimeters, and I
Okay.
love that. So
Nice.
yeah, it's not a size only matters. It doesn't matter until it's like literally uncomfortable.
That's what she
Right.
said.
It's both true. I think Sky Dweller is like it's over. It's both too tall and too big.
Yes. Yes.
This works very well. Like with the 22 millimeter lug,
Yeah.
it's a very stable bracelet. Like to me, this wears like a Submariner in terms of feel. It's not smaller than a Submariner.
Mm.
So
It wears well.
yeah.
I don't know. You think I should have another espresso or not?
Sure. You don't need to sleep.
Super chat.
Yes. Well, we have no
Super
we have no
chat.
podcast.
Wow.
We'll read it when he gets back.
No,
okay,
we won't.
Okay. That's not. No. We should wait till he gets back. I mean, he's paid $10.
We shall.
We should.
Yeah, we shall.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark, about the new Tudor?
It's too
Or we
small.
could all leave right now.
We could, and there'd be nobody when he gets back.
Yep.
Too small. Yeah, you've got a deep sea and you wear that well. So yeah.
Yeah, I bought the 54, but I should sell it. I really should. It's too
Oh, you've
small.
got a 54.
I do.
Incredible.
Clydesy got it for me.
Yep.
Oh.
Clydesy's in with his AD. They sell him everything. But
Uh-huh.
what I want is the new red Black Bay 58 on Jubilee. That one I want.
Why didn't you tell me you wanted that one?
Because I want to get it from my guy.
Yeah.
My game.
That's not hard to get. That is very nice.
And it has been hard to get. He said he's only seen one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think
You know what? It depends so much. It's hard to predict what is available on Tudor, and it changes from place to place as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very variable because I think people aren't sort of like scouring the country, cleaning out of like one type of model because they're not being flipped.
Hold on for a second. Archie, super chat.
Super chat.
Super chat. We got a super chat. Mac Mobster, $10. Maybe OC is onto something. We have been paying over retail for Rolex for too damn long. Here I stand to say my next watch will be a super clone. I'm going to wear it proudly. Which model should I buy?
Wait.
So I've never really been into these super clones. You know that? I never
That's just another
really.
word for counterfeit.
Yeah, it's just.
You should get the wait. There's
Yeah.
another super chat. Super chat.
It's just well, hold on, Clyde. He's got to talk.
Never
a little bit
really-
about dollars worth. All right, never mind. I guess he's not giving $10 worth.
When has he ever really?
So my dispassionate
I got to be honest
response-
with you. I
yeah.
don't.
Go ahead, Archie.
It's not my cup of tea. I mean, I love something. I like genuine stuff. I don't like fake stuff.
My dispassionate response is that the real opportunity cost of, say, a Submariner is about $500 a year, and these super clones are more than $500. And when they break, who's going to service it for you? So
No, they're disposable. You just throw it out.
yeah, exactly. But so ultimately, yeah, you're paying less out of pocket, but in terms of opportunity cost, the Submariner
let's be
good
real.
value.
It's not about opportunity cost. It's about getting your dick hard, and you're not going to do that on a fake watch. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you buy a super clone, i.e. a fake watch, and it lasts you for 2 years, and you spend $500 on it, then you got your $500 worth out of it. But
Yeah.
it's really about being better than the next guy. So when I'm wearing a real Submariner, I'm better than the guy wearing a fake one.
Right.
Much better. I'm even better than the guy not wearing one at all. It's certainly like way better. Like on the socio.
I'd rather wear a Patek or a Breguet, but that I want to be a Breguet man.
Breguet
I
man.
myself would like my watch brand to be recognized in every country and tribe on Earth, which Breguet is not. But horologically speaking, it's nice, but nobody knows what it is.
Do you guys see my 3-part videos on what I did with a super clone Rolex Daytona?
Actually, what Mark really wants is a Trump watch because it's recognized everywhere.
What did you do with the super clone?
Yeah, tell us, Irwin.
I torched it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought one once too, and I made a video about it also. It made me feel cheap and dirty, but I bought the James Cameron fake in Thailand just to make sure that I could carry off the size. So why did you get yours? Where did you get yours? What happened to it?
No, I just got it off the streets here in Malaysia, counterfeit price. Our whole purpose is just to make a video out of it. So I made a 3-part video, and in the last video, I basically tried, every test possible: the drop test, the freeze test, the water resistance test, and
I like
in the end,
that. I like that. I mean, the problem is nobody is doing those tests on actual Rolexes, which kind of sucks. I want to see it.
I do a water test on my Rolex every day when I get in the bathtub with it. How many times did you flush that Daytona, and did it survive?
Well,
talking to me.
I wore this to a hot spring, like 100 and
hey Archie,
10 degree water.
Yes.
Pay attention. A Rolex owner is talking.
It's real. It's ridiculous. They say you can't wear a Rolex in a hot tub. It's going to degrade it. Blah blah blah. So stupid. They're fine.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, a hot spring is, as I said, like even I think its highest temperature is about 110, 115. If I step out into the sun in the Nevada desert, it's more than 115.
Yeah, no. What they say is the steam is going to be.
I like the
molecules.
IWC Mojave Desert. That's amazing. You've seen that?
Yes, I do like it. I've seen it in person. There's something about that sand color. It's very appealing. Very appealing.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Make lobster points.
And I got to tell you something, guys.
You tell
Yeah,
us.
you are right. I mean, yeah, body is basically 100 degrees. So if the watch can't take the 110, I mean, what kind of margin is in there at all? But I'd still be worried if you were, like the issue happens more in like Hong Kong, where you step from very, very humid, hot environments into ice cold, dry, air conditioned environments, like in and out all the time as you're hopping between bank to bank.
Funny, when
Because-
you're saying I spelled dry, the first one thing went in my mind was heaves, but sure.
Yeah. But because when I see people, when I see watchmakers opening up watches and stuff, they're not sealing the watch in any specific environment. Like they're not like nitrogen purging it or something like that. It's just whatever air conditioning happens to be in the room.
Air conditioning room.
Yeah, hopefully it's just air conditioned at least. But you know that's not nothing. There'll still be moisture in that air.
Condensation.
True.
I got to ask you, Aussie expat, any chance with your collection there downsizing? How are you feeling? You're very Rolex centric.
Well, downsizing would be reasonable. I am looking at overall, like just I've got too many. I've got like just logistically, it's now multiple safe deposit boxes, and I only wear one watch at a time. So certainly where I've got duplicates of the same watch, like 2 Submariners, 2 GMT Master 2s, multiple Daytona, like it looks a little bit silly on the surface, right? So I don't know. There's no pressing issue, but you know, logistically, you know, it's a little bit iffy. But I enjoy all of them except for the Speedmaster. I don't like Omega anymore.
Oh, you don't like the Speedmaster?
I think I like the watch, but the brand is what I don't like. Well, I haven't lifted a finger to do anything. I mean, we'll see. If I ever see it at the bank and I feel like taking on a new task for the week, I'll probably pull it out and try to sell it.
Yeah, I get it.
I should sell it before the warranty runs out, right? Because it's probably got about half a year left. I should probably get it out the door before the warranty runs out. That way, the new owner will be like, rest assured.
Have you thought about buying any pieces of real estate? Have you thought about buying any pieces of real estate in America?
Less and less, and less. Yeah, it's not a concern.
Now, Aussie expat, how long have you been in America?
11 years.
And you've got papers. You're here legally, right?
Yeah, I'm a citizen as of for 2 years now, I think.
That's all right. You're white anyway, so never mind.
Well, plus what they're undoing some of those. Not to worry.
All right. Well, actually, my most recent citizenship is Ireland because
tax dodger.
Yeah. No, so I've been a British citizen from birth, but they lost the EU part of my passport a few years ago, and it's sort of been Portugal changed some things last year, and it had me thinking. It's like if I want to spend some time in Europe, I'd probably need another passport. So it took about 4 months, but I got the Irish passport.
But you're saying every once in a while you feel it's necessary to take your watches out and look at them, right? And see them. They have to be seen to be appreciated.
Well, I wear them.
That's like the Cardinal mug.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any collection pieces. Like they're all there to be worn in some way, some fashion.
What do you wear the most?
By far and away the Hulk. Like every single year since starting my collection, I've added more watches to the collection, but the Hulk gets more wrist time every year. Like the first year that I got it, I think it was like 3 months of wrist time. Then the year after that, it was like 3.5. Then 4. Last year, I wore it like 5 months of the entire year, despite adding a gold Daytona, despite adding an FXD. Like it just gets more and more wrist time. Eventually, I'll be a one watch collection wearer with about 24 Rolexes in the collection, but I'll only be wearing one watch.
Yeah, I come back to the Hulk over and over and over again myself.
Yeah, the Hulk just kills it. You know what? The Hulk just flipped on the Pepsi, as in the Pepsi is now trading for less than Hulks.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't know.
But only by a few $100s. This happened back at the peak, like 2022, and then the Hulk went down into the teens again, like 17, 18. But now
And you've got
You
a
know,
Pepsi
and-
also, right?
Yeah, I got one in January.
Yeah, I have one on Jubilee.
I already had a Jubilee on my Batman, my Batgirl, and so I have the Oyster for the Pepsi, and I can just swap them around.
Well, I've got it on. I've got it also on Jubilee, and honestly, I like the Hulk better.
Yeah, yeah. I like the Hulk better. But you know what? I didn't think I would love the Pepsi. I really love the Pepsi. I've always been a naysayer on the Pepsi about its colors not being vibrant enough.
Oh no, it's very nice.
I was wrong. Like, it doesn't matter that the colors aren't vibrant. It's not like true to the heritage of the colors and stuff. It's just nice that it's not super flashy.
Now, a naysayer, is that like a horse whisperer?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. I was always like ready to rip on the Pepsi because I always thought it was like a kind of a scandal that they never get the colors right. But you know what? I don't know what it is. I just don't really feel like wearing the Batgirl much because
Super chat.
it's just
We're
so
gonna
visible.
We're gonna skip this one, Clyde, and we're gonna watch him go crazy in the comments. That's my turn.
Sorry. Alexa, add 20 minutes to timer.
You've just said it.
I got to tell you, Ugly Expat, would you ever become a Breguet man yourself?
No, I'm getting simpler as things go
Super
on.
chat.
I'm feeling less
Super
and less
chat,
inclined to be a
CB,
multi-gamer.
$5. Hulk and Pepsi are so boring that can't wear them for an entire day. Same as the Panda Daytona. I'd have to agree with that, Irwin. Would you agree with that?
Well, horses for courses, yes.
I tried to do that collection. Like, I had at home the 3 watches, the Hulk, the Pepsi, and the Daytona. It's fun for about 3 months, but at some point, you just don't actually feel like being the target for the day. It's like if you've got like a Make America Great Again hat, it's kind of fun wearing that out occasionally, but sometimes you just don't feel like choosing violence today. You know, that's
Mike the Snake has either left the stream or he sunk into a diabetic coma and died. Either way, I envy him.
Hey, check this out, all the dads out there. This is what I got for Father's Day. Oh.
Nice.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, what a great card.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Nice.
Alexa, play country music.
Oh, you're causing a lot of trouble out
Alexa
there, you
off,
know?
Clyde.
Yeah, I know.
Alexa off.
Yeah. I got to say, you know, I got to tell you, Aussie expat, now that I've gotten out of Rolex, I really didn't feel much of a loss. Can I tell you that?
That's okay.
I would like to actually, the only thing I'd possibly add is that Explorer 2 back, which was a Rolex that doesn't look like a Rolex.
Don't tell me that. You literally just got rid of it. It was the only one that was obvious to keep in terms of
there's something about
a
esoteric.
link to your old collection, simple steel sports that you've
Yeah,
always
no,
loved.
actually the guy I sold it to, he's going to hold it for me, so I've got a chance to buy it back. I just want to get some finances sorted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to get some finances sorted out there, but it's cool. It's cool. I don't have a problem with that. That's cool, you know.
It's not a look at me watch. It's even the regular Explorer 1 is a lot more, you know, a little bit straddling the line of being a bit dressy. There's no polished surface on this except the sides. It's much.
I think it's very practical.
Only for the second time in my life, somebody complimented a watch I was wearing. It was that piece, Aussie. It was the Explorer.
Okay.
Super chat. Super chat.
Here we go. Got CB $5. The only thing more boring than a Rolex is a Lyrique.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Look,
Low blow.
boring
And we got Bell.
isn't bad.
You eat at Watch Chat's restaurant. I didn't know you owned a restaurant, Watch Chat.
I don't.
I
Know what
actually
that
really
is.
love Malaysia. I think Malaysia is one of the. If I was to settle in Asia, I think Malaysia is the perfect balance of price and safety. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not bad.
I really
Malaysian
love
food is the
Malaysia.
best. Traveling through all the different countries, I love food in Malaysia the most.
Thank
This
you.
being said, because the food is very good, they tend not to have a lot of cuisines from other cultures floating
Really?
around.
Not
Well,
really.
well, maybe you're talking. I don't know where you are, but maybe in KL you get a bit more options. But
He's
I
in
spend a lot
KL.
of time in
Yeah. True.
other parts, and it's just a little monotonous if you're used to having a lot of options. And for that reason, I kind of like Thailand better, even though I would rate Malaysian cuisine above Thailand.
No
The
worries.
Thailand, they're
You
willing
see,
to like
where
do a pizza.
Malaysian, where Malaysia's really good, you got the Indian, you got the Chinese,
Mhm.
and you got the Malay food. There's three different main sources
Yeah.
as a bit of a fusion. And you've also got Singapore noodles. Singapore's had some, because Malaysia and Singapore, you can drive
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
But Malaysia's better than Singapore for that
Super
cuisine.
chat.
You've got super chat.
Here we go. Starchy, $2. Has Archie ever gotten a Rolex from the? I got my first Rolex. That was from a guy who was part of a jewelry group. That was brand new. It was the Explorer 1 1016, and I also got the Submariner that was stolen. That came from a. That was brand new as well. So 2 new watches there.
New,
Yeah,
but not,
so there you
not
go. 2.
from the AD, right?
2 new. No, not technically, but they were brand new. Someone got them for me.
I'm not ribbing. I'm just like, I think his question is talking about like.
Yeah, no, I don't have a relationship with the AD. I hate the ADs.
Yeah, but you've been consistent
AD's
on
not
that.
my friend.
No one should ever like.
Well,
even before the
in all
hype
fairness, you
days,
have no friends.
you were always consistent about going second for value.
Yes.
You've always been consistent. And look, when someone asks me about getting Rolex, I tell them just go secondary. Unless you love this idea of going in every day and having a relationship and blah blah blah. And I tell them it's not worth it. The only reason I do it is I actually do like it. As in, I actually like stopping in. I like saying hi and blah blah blah. But
You actually like what? Sorry, what was that?
I actually like visiting
What was
the
that?
AD. That's the only reason to do it. Like it's not a monetary thing. If you actually like doing it, then
It's a
Super
relationship
chat.
thing, right? It's a relationship.
SR Bell, $2 for Mark. How many Malaysian guys have you been with?
You said boys, actually, not guys.
Okay. And we got Starchy, $2. Short answer, no. Well, there you go. There you go. No, I haven't. I don't really care. I like visiting the AD. Don't get me wrong.
Here's where
I must tell you, Aussie expat, one of the best experiences I had, I must tell you, when I went to Geneva, they were very stingy on giving you catalogs or any magazines. They were horrible. But when I was in Macau was fantastic.
Nice.
Macau was really good.
Cow.
Yeah, and
I really enjoyed that.
Glad.
I think in general Rolex do treat people well, and I saw a new customer interacting with the AD the other day, and they had a lot of like preconceptions and stuff, and the SA did a good job of saying like what reality is. Like, no, we don't. You can't order these, and there isn't a wait list.
Yep.
And so they were like genuine upfront. That wasn't an FU. The true FU is saying, yes, there is a wait list. Let me get your details. That's the FU, because now your time's being wasted, but they got you out of the door quicker.
Yeah.
Bear says Rolex,
Yes.
Cermet, Daytona, boring. And but you know what? Boredom comes from within. Boredom comes when you can't really find satisfaction with the hobbies that you have selected for yourself. You have overcooked them, and you just you get sick of it. It's like eating pizza every day. It might be your favorite food, but if you eat it every fucking day, you get bored. So basically, boredom comes from within.
Well,
What? How is this Bear saying this?
I don't know.
Well, actually there's this thing called chat, so he types it in, and it's in it. And it pulls
No,
up.
but like his collection, he's a complete Rolex degenerate. He's more degenerate than I am.
Let's look. Rolex. The Rolex part is completely superfluous.
He says that.
Redundant.
Well, hold on. He says that the reason that he buys Rolex is because it holds value. It retains value, and that way we don't lose. And it is one of the few brands that you can buy and not lose a lot of money if you just decide to get rid of it. So that's a good explanation, but I personally know what he's talking about.
Here we've got a super chat here. Time to unwind, £2. Arch. Time to unwind, £2. If I have £230,000 spent with Rolex, am I a big fish?
Yeah.
A big fish is a $500,000 plus.
Oh, come
$500,000.
No.
That's a lot.
Depending on how you deploy the 230,
and that's not even big fish. That's it.
No. Let me answer. But a big fish is someone who spends $100 to super chat the same question.
No, 230K spend. That's a lot.
Yeah.
There's almost no watch you cannot ask for at that level. No, it doesn't mean you'll get it. You know, they can still string you.
It's not that much. You reckon that's a...
Yeah, it's like $300,000.
Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, why is your name not in the Breguet books? I don't care. I don't care, really. I don't buy new. I don't actually. One of them hasn't got the form filled out. I've got the form in the Breguet.
Form.
Yeah, 230. I mean, I got my Panda Daytona after 50K of spend. I think it's more normal at about 6 figures of spend.
Super chat.
Starchy, $2. Archie has no idea how Rolex ADs work.
That's where I say, Archie, I think the song that I sent you, that's pretty apt. I think that's basically about the Rolex ADs.
I don't think it's worth, if you were going to buy Rolex now, if you wanted to build a collection, like get all the hot models, you've got to, is it worth doing it even? Is it even worth doing it now?
I wouldn't.
Or should you get rid of it?
Just get what you like. Just don't worry about like. Sorry, like someone was saying here.
What I'm saying is it worth playing the AD game? Aussie expat, you don't understand. Is it worth playing the AD games?
Unless you
like if you were going there now,
doing it, I wouldn't do it. I don't advise people to do it.
I don't either.
Bear
Clooney, however, I am trying very hard to get a new Panda Daytona just to defeat my horological nemesis, Goldberg.
Well, I have
this isn't bad. This isn't bad.
Clooney, the only way you can defeat Goldberg is to get access to his house, find his mug, and break it.
Yeah, well, it's right here, Clydesy, and I treasure it and I take care of it. Listen, here's my real question for you, Bear Clooney. Which of us has the bigger Petzela? The one who gets that new Daytona or the one who gets the Land Dweller first? Which of us is the bigger macher, you or me? I mean, I'm not even really trying to get that Daytona. I already have a Panda. I'm going for the Land Dweller.
There you go for the Land Dweller.
It'll be super hard to get.
Do you have a date dust? Do you have like that kind of model,
Well,
date dust, day date?
Okay, so I have a 34 millimeter date from 1987 that I bought. You know, new at the, so a date just now, and I find them kind of, I don't want one.
I would have thought you would be like me. Like, I think it's a great watch, great technology, great for most people, but just not for me.
Boring, not for me. I don't own one. But you know what? What do you think? You have everything. When you get in that Land Dweller, how hard to get are they?
Super chat.
We'll get there.
I think harder than a steel Daytona.
That's why I want one, so I can defeat my nemesis, Bear Clooney.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, why don't you own a Well, I've got a World Time. That's enough.
He had 3 of them
That's
because they got
enough.
stolen. The reason.
Well, I do own a Calatrava. I must confess that I may not have it in my possession, but I technically own 2 Calatravas, yellow gold and a white gold, 5127 and a 5196. I do own 2 Calatravas.
Well, that's true. You're just not in physical possession of them.
They may not be with me, but
Yes, Bear has a Panda. He just wants the new one to fuck around with me. I don't even.
So that sounds like Bear to me. That sounds a little bit more
No,
like
I don't think that's a good idea. Because pandas are the natural enemies of bears.
No, I want the land diggler.
So there was an interesting comment about like 250K in 6 months versus 250K over 6 years. At the extreme end, I would say over a longer period of time is actually better. Like if you spend 250K in one day, they still probably won't give you a Daytona. Like they don't know you enough. They don't trust you just not to be flipping all the watches that you just got.
Let the games begin, says Bear Clooney.
I don't think they care. See, Aussie expat, you seem to think they care about you flipping them. They want to load you down with enough fucking garbage, solid gold garbage that you can't swim out of. Do you understand?
Let's leave Breguet out of this.
Gold Submariner.
Patel Philippe, $2. Which of these watches wasn't working in Geneva? He had that, the Midas. The Midas stopped. That was the quartz. The quartz Midas.
Yeah, the quartz. What do you mean not working? What was the quartz wasn't working?
Oh yeah.
For some reason it stopped functioning.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, very vintage piece.
He said it was. We got Mac Lobster, $2. Pontiff considered bringing back the 5107 golden. No, definitely not. I'm happy. I'm happy with the World Time. That's enough. That's my Grail. White gold World Time. That's enough. That's enough. 3 Breguets and a Speedy.
Hunters,
Everything else I wanna get rid of the Pam.
That's one word you never hear from Archie enough. Kudos for that, Archie.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of OC's quartz. It's beautiful. It's amazing, and to have it there when the Land Dweller was announced, that's so cool.
I think I might have a photo of it.
Yeah, I got it here. There we go. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ticking in that shot? I don't remember. I think it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it appears not to be moving, I think. Yeah, it's not moving. There's 14 seconds for ticking in it. I haven't moved, but
I don't have it on this computer, I'm sorry.
Nice. All go.
But I think that's it. That's actually no, that's not the Midas. That was another one. That was an early oyster, the prelude to the oyster quartz, first quartz.
I think like 3 or 4 years before the oyster quartz. Very cool.
I can't remember exactly. I thought he had the Midas as well. You know the Midas, that angular one. He had that. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What do I care?
Super chat.
We've got another super chat in here from Patel Philippe, $5. AC3 Tell Watch Reporter, the Colonel of Yardbird. Why OC's channel was removed from YouTube this week? I have no idea, Patel. It's allegedly for having a counterfeit watch, which he says was not counterfeit. He said it was one of his GMT Rolexes, but hey, what the fuck would I know? No. Why is my internet not good? Is the internet glitchy for you guys?
You're freezing once in a while, but not a lot.
Oh, this is supposed to have fantastic internet.
You're in a garage.
Hey guys, I got to take this phone call real quick, okay?
Bye, Clancy.
Oh, yeah?
No worries.
No, I don't have any term life insurance.
Well,
Oh, Clyde.
Counterfeit policy violation.
Receive. There we go. Hi, OC. We'd like to inform you that you've received a counterfeit complaint regarding your YouTube account. After review, the following content has been removed from YouTube.
so the reason OC shared this
There
is
we
clearly
go.
because he thought that it would be beyond the pale to suggest that he had a counterfeit piece, and I don't trust YouTube more than I trust OC on this matter.
Did you meet up when you went to Geneva? You weren't well, which was a bit of a shame, Aussie expat.
Yeah, I only came out one day. Yeah, I caught up with OC. Yeah, it was very nice to spend some time. We went to the park, and there was a nice place there. We had a drink, and I had some fish, I think. It was very nice day. A little bit of suntan. It's like it was beautiful weather when we were there in Geneva. Beautiful weather.
It was very lovely weather. And
Would you do Geneva again, Archie? Oh, I think he's frozen.
sorry?
Would you do Geneva again?
Oh, I think you want to do it once. It's so expensive. No, I wouldn't. It's too expensive. And look, if you're flush with money, I'd love to go again, but if you want to keep costs down, that's not the place to. I wanted to go once.
Right. My costs were very low in the end, actually. I had a pretty good rate on my apartment that was very well located. And since I was sick, I didn't buy anything. So
I mean, you got to remember, my air ticket. I'll just move something. Just hang on. Just see if I can get better coverage. My air ticket was about $2,700. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you paid for your ticket, because I'm coming from Australia.
I wanted to visit my friend in Romania, and it was actually cheaper for me to go to Geneva and Romania than to just go to Geneva. So I think I paid like just over $1,000 to do Romania and Geneva.
Okay, so I'm coming from the other side of the world.
Right to Geneva.
Well, let me explain it to you. So I had a week, because it's such a trip, I had a week either side in Hong Kong and Macau. So
nice.
The ticket was about $2,700. The accommodation was about another $2,500. That was for 8 nights.
You stayed a long time, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're going there, you may as well stay there. And then, so that's what's that? That's 5 and a bit. Plus, I actually really enjoyed Macau. I probably spent another 1,000 on hotels in Hong Kong and Macau.
That's easy.
5,000, that's 6,000. Then you need some spending money there. Couple $1,000 easily. A few taxis, a few this, a few that. We're up to about, you could easily spend, you're up to $10,000 Aussie.
Yeah.
Aussie, 10,000 Aussie.
Look who it is.
So would I go again? Not really.
Wait, what the fuck's going on with your hair, Aussie? What the fuck's going on?
Share screen, share screen.
You have to complete it. Wait. You've got to say
Irwin,
that.
how are you going, buddy?
How are you now?
Share screen, share screen. Let me ask you, Aussie, right?
Yeah.
In all my life, the most tragic thing I've seen, guess what it is? The 9/11 attacks. Would you agree?
I thought it was your mirror.
Would you agree, Aussie? Yes or no? The 9/11 attacks.
No, I think
It's
honestly,
not a trick question. You
no,
curly-headed
it's not a
fuck.
trick. I think just the state of America's
All
big
right, shut the
cities
fuck
is
up
more
now and listen
tragic.
to this. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not. And by the way, I'll say this: just as you had, and this is kind of a dark element of our community.
I'll spit it out.
But just as you had people cheering and dancing in the streets when Al Qaeda took down the Twin Towers, make no mistake, there are people, there is an online hate mob that is cheering and celebrating these malicious acts of these digital terrorists attacking our community. And we know we will keep tabs on who sides with the watch community, who sides with the collectors and the enthusiasts.
Well, the collectors don't have counterfeits.
Dark element of our community. But just as you have,
but not from this angle.
Okay, that's enough of that, Naki. Get to
Wait,
the point.
is it about your hardest? What do you mean? Wait, get the fuck out of the arch. Start sniffing some fucking boxes. Is he accusing me of being a jihadist? What do you say about that, Ozzy?
I got no idea.
Look.
The guy's a delusional.
I'm just saying, buddy, but I love you, buddy, and I love your fat shaming little cut of a son.
I'm on OC's side
I
with
won't push
respect
back.
to YouTube and
He called us jihadists. Maybe I am.
But I'm not a fan of drawing lines and asking other people to abide by my lines and my standards.
No, I just want you to abide to my fucking narrative. He's a nut job, OC. I'm sorry. OC, I don't care how many fucking WhatsApp messages he fucking sends you here. He has to be fucking called out. That flamboyant gay fuck called us jihadist. Am I right here, Irwin? That's disgusting. I'm outraged. My dog's outraged. My neighbor's outraged.
How can you tell the difference between you and your
Mark,
dog?
come on. The guy lives in New York. And he drew that analogy? False equivalency. Come on, Mark. This guy has to be kicked out of the community. Maybe I should too. I don't fucking know. What do I fucking know? He should be celebrating all over my fucking mouse pad now.
I'd rather
He should
come
be
on
kicked
here.
out of the community. And anyone who's backs OC after this should take a look at the fucking mirror. Maybe I should too. I don't fucking know. What do I fucking know?
Do you own one?
I've had enough of this. And Archie's fucking scared he's going to get sued. Get the fuck out of here, Archie, you stupid fucking jumper that you've been wearing 5 days straight.
I'm not scared of anything from him, but
Yes, you are.
I'm not scared of
This
anything.
is disgusting. I'm not a jihadist. I take offense to that. I might be a fucking idiot, but I'm not jihadist. Ozzy, what do you have to say about this?
What aspect? Like I told you both
I'm glad
things.
you
I
agree with me.
supported.
What about you, Owen?
You're not a jihadist.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Ozzy, come on, my upskirt friend.
You're not a jihadist, but I don't do what he does. I don't like what he does when he's talking about trying to draw battle lines and lines being crossed and stuff like that. I don't like trying to hold other people to my standard because I hope my standard is higher in general. So I can't hold other people to my standard.
Are you agreeing with me or not? You're waffling.
What are you saying ultimately?
He should be kicked out of the community. He should be ostracized, marginalized, and circumcised.
I am in favor of forced circumcision.
Curly, where are you? Where do you stand on this? Anyone who backs OC after this should take a look at the fucking mirror.
But for what? For making a comparison.
No, just like fucking saying that. I say, shut the fuck up.
Right. Okay. But how about we just agree to this? Forced circumcision. If he isn't already circumcised, kidnapping and forced circumcision.
You know he resigned from his last job for inappropriate behavior with an intern?
We don't know. Narc, this is ridiculous.
I've got receipts, buddy. I've got receipts.
Okay, time to wrap up the show here, guys.
Wrap it up.
Ozzy,
It's been a lot of fun, Narc. We love you.
What do you mean?
Thank you for your...
Thank you, Narc. We love you, Narc. Who put that banner up?
I was asked to do that by a major donor.
Is that Nelson?
I was asked to do it by a major donor who wants to remain anonymous.
Thank you,
You
Nelson.
work it out yourself. You work it out yourself.
Here in the community. Mark, next time you get a fucking wig, look at Irwin's hair. Don't get off-the-shelf wigs. See you later.
See you now.
See you later. Guys, we want to thank everybody. Let's go and thank everybody who super chatted today. We had Loco Fabio 13, Jeremy Kearney, Black Cat 997, Muhammad Ali, Mr. GMT. Good to see you doing well, Mr. GMT. Jeremy Kearney, Chris Chang, Pastor, Lewis and Zaldua, CB, Watch Nerd Nick. Thank you, Watch Nerd Nick, for getting Irwin into the magazine. Great article. Check it out at Tatler, guys. Tatler Asia. SR Bell, CB, Mac Lobster, CB, Mac Mobster, SR Bell, CB, SR Bell, Scratchy Luxury, SR Bell, Scratchy Luxury, Time to Unwind, Patel Philippe, Scratchy Luxury, Patel Philippe, Mac Lobster, Patel Philippe, Time to Unwind. Guys, that is the show. I got to tell you something. I really getting rid of some Rolex. I'll tell you one thing I will say this to you. I actually reached a point where I was saying to myself two weird ideas. Number one, when you have 10 luxury watches, you're inevitably on the hook to service 10 watches. It's crazy expense. The second thing is, by getting rid of some more mundane watches, it forces me to wear the gold watches. And what's the point in having this shit? They're never really going to be that investment grade. I mean, who fucking knows? But you know what? I bought this stuff to wear, so maybe it could be a good push to wear it. And I think that's the important thing. You want to wear this stuff. So, guys, that is the show for today.
True that.
I will see you tomorrow. We love you all. Take it easy.
Take care, Ozzy. Take care, Mark.
See you later, guys.
And Mike.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. It was great having all you guys on. Clive, Aussie Expat, Mark, always Mark. Irwin's great to have you on, Irwin. I didn't want to release the article until I had your permission. I didn't want to say anything, but it was it's a great article there.
Cheers.
Check it out, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. See you later.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, today I want to plug some of the services that I offer to my audience. Guys, do you need career advice? Do you need relationship advice? Do you need any sort of advice, whether it's relating to wristwatches, your life, your career, your romantic relationship? Guys, I am here to help. That's right, guys. For $50 an hour, I provide consultancy. That's right, guys. I will talk to you and discuss your problems. Guys, $50 an hour. That's right. You might want to ask me about how you should advance your career. You might want to ask me about, should you stay in a relationship? How do you get into a relationship? How to advance your agenda. Guys, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. $50 US. If you are at a stumbling block in your life and you want to know how to fix your life, please, guys, I need help with the termites. Guys, $50 US an hour. I will give you advice. Anything, career, relationship, watch collecting, how to deal with your family, how to deal with your Filipino or Thai girlfriend. Guys, I'm here to help. $50 US. PayPal to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. That's right, guys. Please, guys, this is a chance to get real advice. And I'm here to help. Here to help. That's right. Here to help you guys. And I just need you to send a PayPal to get the ball rolling, guys. I'm ready to do it now for you. That's right, guys. Here to help. PayPal to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Get it done today. I will ring you and give you the advice that no one will tell you the truth. Guys, I am 53 in October. I have lived life. I've done all the dumb things. I've done some good things. I've done dumb things. Guys, you want to talk to someone with experience? You get Archie Luxury involved. Do it now, fuckers. That's right. Do it now. And guys, if you're looking around at watches, check out rustyswatches.com. See you in the next. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants to keep an eye on prices and see where the market's going. And the best website for this is rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. Now, what it does, if you're in the US, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, it will list recent listings so you can see new watches as they come to market. Not only new listings, but recently price drops. So if you're keeping an eye on the watch of your dreams, Rusty's Watches is the place to go. If you've got a special watch you want and you want to get the best possible deal you can, I'd highly recommend Rusty's Watches. Now he's got some instant buttons. Patek, Breguet, Omega, Rolex, Cartier, to name but a few. Click on Breguet and it shows us recent new listings for Breguet. Hey, here's one at Watch Finder. Watch Finder has guys, I am doing this advert to deal with my termite problem. That's right, guys. I have a bit of a termite problem. But guys, check out rustyswatches.com. This is the best place to get an idea of the market. Off the market. That's right, guys. Termites confirmed. Yes, this is. Check it out, rustyswatches.com. Check it out, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that.